If you have knowledge of something, there's nothing wrong with sharing that with another teammate, whether it's somebody that's in your group or not.
You know, it's all a family. We're all trying to help each other. Nobody's trying to step on anybody's toes. But if you see something, you say something.
I'm assuming the expectation, and I ask all three of you gentlemen this question, is to compete for, if not win, another championship this year.
I mean, it belongs to us.
Good people, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 9, Bearcats Blitz. It's your boy, Cool McCain. Y'all know who we here with. We here with your Bearcats. The Jersey Bearcats. AEL2. Here to chop it up. Had a win last week. You know what I'm saying? Bye coming up. Know who they play in the playoffs, know what's going on from that situation. But we're going to get into all that. But first of all, got to introduce you to who's here with us tonight. So we got my man Javon Young, defensive lineman, making his first appearance on the show. Javon, since you are new, I don't believe anybody can tell everybody any more about you than you can. So please introduce yourself to the people.
My name is Javon Young. I've been playing arena for I think it's been 4 years now. Started in Jacksonville and played for the Bearcats. Just got cut from Duluth Harbor Monsters and came back here.
Fair enough. And of course, we got one of our favorite linemen, Big Steve, in the building. Steve, what's going on?
Not much. How you guys?
Ready to chop it up some more about these Bearcats, man. And then Doug, you also are making your first appearance on the show. So if you would, kind sir, let people know a little bit about you.
How y'all doing? I'm Doug Washington, Silver Spring, Maryland, first year playing arena. Just with Coach AJ, man. Enjoying my time, man. It's a blessing.
Love it. And of course, we got the coach. What's going on, Coach?
Nothing, man. Another week.
Another week. So, Coach, we talked last time about sometimes you need some fresh blood in the building. You need, to switch things up a little bit. So I know, as a team that expects to win, sometimes you need to, kind of shake things up a little bit. And that's why, Javon's here, Doug, but it's all good. You know why? Standard's the standard. And we know the standard every week is 1-0.
That's it.
So if the standard's not met, that could cause repercussions. So if you don't want consequences and repercussions, you on the Bearcats, make sure you 1-0 that week. That's just how it goes. Cold world.
Yep. Doug, he's actually been with us from the start.
Oh, Doug has, but he hasn't been on before, has he?
No.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Yeah, we getting fresh faces up here because, contributions are happening in different ways. We love it. We keep it moving.
Yes, sir.
So, gentlemen, I know down a little bit this past week as far as not having everyone available. Still able to go in and do what needs to be done to get that win. So, Coach, we'll start with you and then we'll swing around. Thoughts from the game? Anything that kind of stood out to you? Any overall thoughts on on the contest?
Just the offense. I think we had 11 guys. I mean, that's your normal, right? That's your normal. If you're in NAL with 22-man roster or 12-man roster, that's kind of like your normal you have on offense. But for us, most of the time it's split 15-15 or 16-14. So, I think we had 11 guys on offense, right? 4 receivers and no running back, actually. So Kyle went the running back. We still got it done. Is make sure you're having guys that are versatile, right? So you never run into bad situations.
Yeah, you talked about that we talked about that from the preseason and on forward. The big thing is, having guys that have the versatility, having depth, people working out and training in different positions so that if your number needs to get called, it gets called. All right, Doug, same question for you, sir.
I wasn't able to make the game on Saturday, but I watched the film and everything, and I know like a lot of guys stepped up, like number 6, did a really good job. Seeing him go up, I think with a one-hand catch, if I'm not confused, and just playmaker in general, and he always showing up to practice and doing what he got to do. He don't really speak much, just handle business. So yeah, and not just him, just everybody. It was a team effort. So yeah.
Okay, Steve, your thoughts, sir?
Yeah, just having guys, step up different roles than usual. Some guys getting on the field, like Mel with the big touchdown at the end of the year. He's been great on special teams. So seeing him get in the end zone like that was pretty cool.
All right, and last but not least, Javon, your thoughts?
I personally think we didn't play as good as we could. Like, they shouldn't have scored. I think they shouldn't have scored. I think we should score every time we get the ball. So I think we could play. I think we could play better, honestly.
Absolutely.
That's fair.
We got to the quarterback though. In prior year, more than prior weeks. I'll tell you that.
Well, it's always a process, right? We have where we want to be. We have where we are. And the goal is to try to get as close to where you want to be every week. Yep. And I know that Coach Roque, as well as all the other coaches, that's the focus, right? You want to get to be the best that you can. Like Doug couldn't be there this past week for whatever reasons, but at the end of the day, still being tuned in, still being tapped in, watching the film, knowing what's going on, what mental reps. If I was there, this is some of the things I could have done. I wasn't able to be there for this particular one, but that's kind of how it works. And that's why depth's important, right? Because, things happen. Sometimes you can't make it. Injuries, personal reasons, whatever. Sometimes you can't make it. But when everybody's ready, when everybody's suited up and ready to play, when everybody's got their mindset, like, if I need to do this, I can do it. That's not my primary, but, hey, if I need to do it, I can do it. That's how you win. You got injuries that happen in the game, all kinds of things that can happen. I can get thrown out for something ridiculous. You never know. So having depth is definitely important.
Yeah, and you got to be able to have guys that can step up and so you don't lose a beat.
Yeah, like we preached that all season.
No doubt in our mind that Kyle couldn't go to running back and get it done.
Yeah, and see that's the difference between winners and contenders.
Yeah, and I knew where we were kind of going to be right from earlier in the week. Guys reaching out whether they're hurt or couldn't make it. So that Tuesday in practice, we were in empty a lot. Everybody's like, why are we in empty so much? Just want to see how we react to it because we might be in this a lot on Saturday.
Right.
And sure enough, we were in empty a good amount.
There you go. It's all about, preparation, man. Players preparing themselves, getting ready, doing the things on their own and with the team. The coaches get with the right game plan, understanding the personnel you're going to have, and making adjustments when needed. That's how you win. We talked about all season. The Bearcats are our team that's getting everybody's best shots. Nobody's walking into the game with the Bearcats bringing B effort, C effort. They coming in bringing their best every week. Mm-hmm. So everybody's bringing you the best. You got to be prepared for that. So you got to give everybody your best. And not that that's a realistic thing to do every week, but that's what you want to happen every week.
And I don't think we've given anybody our best yet.
Right. But there's still time.
Yeah.
Somebody might get
time
it.
to start now, right?
Yeah, somebody might get it. If somebody get the best, that's going to be fun to watch. So, we talked about how you guys have the bye this coming week, and then, you'll be hosting a playoff game. So, guys, talk to everybody about what you're going to do to prepare this off week to put yourself in the best position for the opening playoff home game. Javon, we'll go back the other way. We'll start with you.
I'm just going to give a coach job, probably go over the plays, learn more about the changes that they made to the defense, making different calls and stuff. So that's what I'm probably going to do, ice, and that's it. Just get ready for the game.
All right, Steve, what you going to be doing?
Yeah, probably rest up a little more. Try to get in on some PT and all that with some time off, and just kind of go over that last game against them again and see where things went wrong for us, what I got to do better.
All right, and Doug?
So the team that we're gonna be playing, we played them already twice. So I mean, go back and watch film. They don't really change much that's different. So go and do that. And then also I just finished my job this week right here. So I'll be able to show up to practice more now, you know what I'm saying, than I was before. And yeah, compete every single day. So it's gonna be a movie.
Coach?
Getting guys the rest up. That's what it was about this week. Like today, it was, just helmets. Then all of a sudden, it's supposed to be a light day, and then next thing you know, we're going hurry up and putting the ball no matter what, whether it's a touchdown, short run, long run, deep pass, short pass. It came back and went 10 yards. So the ball started at the 5, then it went to the 15, no matter what. So we got our conditioning in, and we got our our hurry up in, right, to get moving in practice. And to be honest with you, I think we had a hell of a day.
A lot of hurry up for what was advertised as a slowed down practice.
Yeah, it's switched up fast.
Hey man, you gotta adapt. You gotta adapt to what you feel like is needed, right?
Yeah. Yep. So it was good, and getting guys healthy, man. You always want to go in healthy, right? When you go in the, these last 4 weeks, right? Because it all counts.
So
Thursday, and we continue Thursday, watching film, right?
Yeah.
Getting ready for next week.
So, Coach, go all the way back to week 1. How do you feel about the growth and development of the team from week 1 to now?
Personally, I think we took a dip from week 1 to now.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I think, right, we started off slow a little bit the first game, first 3 quarters, right? Then we picked it up some against Michigan. Then came back home and played War Eagles. No, Roughnecks.
War Eagles.
War Eagles. And right after that game, for some reason, I feel like we went downhill. And we just plateaued. We just stayed at like, okay, we're okay. And I just think I think this week we get back to where we were early in the season, where we were trying to go after week 3 early in the season. Definitely, right? Because guys got a chip on their shoulder, right? We lost to Maryland last time we played them. Guys got chips on their shoulders for other reasons.
Right.
They got points to prove. And why not? What a better week than to come out on a Friday night, right? Friday Night Lights. First Friday night game we've ever played. And playing against a team that beat you the last time you played them. But now you got them at home in the playoffs. Right, what a better way to come out. Right, and actually play a complete game.
I hear it. Doug, your thoughts on team from week 1 until now? You agree with Coach, or maybe you see things a little different?
Now, me and Coach had already had that conversation before. I think it was during the Maryland game after it. I feel like we took a little bit of a dip, but at the same time, I do feel like we've all grown closer because it's like it's my first season, right? And I didn't know anybody, but now like me and the receivers has got a connection. Me and the linemen celebrating with each other. Remind you, I went in not knowing none of these guys, man. So it's just more of like I feel like we've took a dip as far as like as a team, but the connection is getting like better. So I feel like during this playoff time, everybody come to practice now, everybody get together and really do what we supposed to do. It's over with.
Okay.
All it's about is building the connection. Because if you can trust your brother and you know what I'm saying, everybody at practice, everybody doing what they're supposed to, why would you not want to play for your brother? It's not even just about yourself.
Agreed. Agreed.
So.
Steve, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, like Doug said, I think as a group of guys, like we've definitely built those connections, and we had a good amount of new pieces this year that are really gelling together. And like AJ said, like we started off kind of rolling after that first little bit in the Roughnecks game, and we got it together, and then we kind of plateaued like that. And I think that the last game against these guys was kind of a wake-up call, and we started slowly building it back up, and now we get a chance to get back at them. So I think this week should be a lot of fun.
All right, so Javon, I know you're newer to the team, so I'm going to ask you a different question. How has it been kind of getting acclimated and becoming part of the team? How has that process been for you?
It's good. I miss it. I miss my old teammates, Joey, Nas. Then I got to meet some of the new guys. They're pretty cool too. We got a good group. Everybody's definitely skilled too at what they do. They're good at what they do.
All right, bet. So yeah.
Vaughn was on our 23 championship team.
Okay, so he's coming back trying to get another one.
Yeah, he was on us last year too.
Okay.
In the beginning of the year.
So you're just, and that's one of the things that, we've said before as well. This is an organization where, people sometimes move on for whatever reason. It may not work out. The opportunity is there. They're able to come back and continue their development with the Bearcats. So it's kind of like an up and down thing. Doors open, but that's what happens when you don't necessarily try to stop people when the opportunities are there. And then as somebody, Javon, that's been, on another level, there's knowledge, and things that you can bring back to kind of share with some of the other guys. So, it kind of helps out on both ends. So it's a good thing. And I'm glad that, that door is always open and you got that possibility if you need it.
Right. And he was at a program that, everybody wished they had a chance to go, with the Sharks, the Jacksonville Sharks. And Orlando too, right? Predators, right?
I was with Orlando too, yeah.
Like those are storied franchises that people don't understand where, that he was there playing and now he's with us. Like they need to be like everything does, like follow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was already there. Like some guys are trying to get there.
Trying my hardest to get back though.
Right.
That's what it's all about. You take the opportunity, you learn what you can, and then, you go. Maybe it doesn't work. There's going to be other opportunities there. And then you having an opportunity, people coming to check you out. Maybe there's another guy that needed another position. They say, you know what? Check him out too. So it opens up a lot of things and helps publicize, helps, get eyes on the team. And that's always a good thing.
Right. Because now that guy, whoever may be, they're watching Javon, but they're like, oh, well, shit, who's Doug? Who's that? Who's number 19? Right. That's what most don't understand is we have guys that have people watching them and they don't understand there's a lot of, eyes watching. So you never know, man. You never know that call, that you might get.
What I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I've acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you.
That's very true. That's very true. All right, so guys, we talked a little bit about this already, but we got a game coming up. And this is a team who did get a win on you guys, the War Eagles. So from that loss, I know we talked a few minutes, kind of alluded to some of the things earlier. But from that loss to now, what do you guys feel like you're going to be able to do differently, against this team when you play them in 2 weeks?
Play more discipline. And guess what? Get after that quarterback and make tackles.
Winners don't make excuses when the other side plays the game.
Can't get much clearer than that. Doug, anything you'd like to add to that, sir?
Really, just like he said, though, defense going to get out there that QB. You know how that get. And then offense going to come together. Now we got that bye week. Everybody going to be healthy. So I'm trying to tell you, it's over with.
More people that came in today. Right, it was late. Right, some didn't make it today to practice. But yeah, we got some dudes. Some dudes, man. Some dudes.
Steve, anything you want to add?
I think just the energy. We went down there, we came out super flat, and it didn't really feel like how we usually play. And like I said before, I think we're starting to build that back up, and getting a little revenge game with our home crowd should be a lot of fun.
And having fun.
Yeah.
Right after those few games, right? That Stampede game, yeah, we won 33-0, but we had so many penalties and stupid things were going on, right? And then, we were sitting players, so guys didn't want to act and have fun and stuff. So it was like the whole vibe of the team was just down. Like, we never said stop having fun. We just said knock off the nonsense.
Hard about it.
Yeah.
That's all. And once we started having fun, that was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago at home. I think
Pittsburgh.
We'll be all right. I'm telling you, I think we'll be all right with the pieces and everything we got, man. I'm telling you.
All right, sounds good. So we're going to bounce back to this past game just for a couple of minutes, guys. Got to ask, I'll start with you, Javon. Who's your offensive player of the game for this past game?
I'm going to say Kyle, probably Kyle Ward. That catch was crazy. Other than that, I don't really know everybody. I seen I think it was 14 to end the game.
No.
That was yeah. He's good too. Yeah.
All right, Steve, who you got?
I'd say either Kyle or Teo. Kyle filling in a different role, making plays everywhere. Teo had a couple of big touchdowns too throughout the game.
All right. So, Doug, I know you weren't able to be there, but from the tape, did anybody stand out to you on the offensive side of the ball?
6, because I know the work he put in. Touchdowns is cool, but people can do that. But I'm saying, like, the work he put in is what's behind the scenes. That's all I'm saying.
I got you. Coach, who you got?
Kyle. Like we asked, he played the whole game at running back. First time. You know what I mean? So he's out of position, but it don't look like it. And then we went empty and he's back at receiver. Then we're out of empty and he's back in the backfield. So just being versatile like that, man, and it was just a different speed that he brought out of the backfield. Nas, like now you got like thunder and lightning now, out with him and Nas now.
That's all right. All right, so Coach, we'll stick with you. Defensive side, who's your defensive player of the game?
Gotta go with Hottie. You know what? No. At first, I went with Hottie, but then I looked at it again. But too bad we don't do Co. Personally, after we'd have to go Co. Javon, when you look at that film, right? The tackle for losses, with 3, just regular tackles for 3, but that don't even count. They don't even count the QB pressures, right? That's the stat line that nobody really ever talks about.
True.
That makes a big difference. Right now, you're moving the quarterback.
Okay. Hey.
Yeah, I would have to go Co. Personally.
You want to go? You can go Co. You know what I'm saying? Doug, who you got?
I don't really know. I ain't really watched too much of the defensive side. I'll be like skipping to the offensive side. I like watching the offense. I ain't gonna lie. But if I had to choose like who I love like the most, like on the like in the games that we played, I like our DBs. I really like our DBs.
Okay. That's a solid group for sure. Steve, who you got for offense? Oh, my bad.
I'd go same thing as AJ. I mean, Hottie was making plays all over the place, but 23 was talking a lot, but still getting his quarterback killed by Vaughn.
Javon, who you got?
I got Hottie. Joey was doing good too. Joey got a safety. Joey was getting pressure too. So both of them guys.
Okay.
Hottie had a quiet 6 tackles and a sack and a tackle for loss. Quiet.
There's something to be said about when you make a lot of plays and it's like so much in the flow of the game that you can consider it quiet.
Mm-hmm.
That means that you do it so much that it doesn't even stand out. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Which means you're consistent. And I think we'd all agree there's never a bad thing to be consistent.
Nah.
It's a good thing to be in a place where, we say this, we talk about this all the time, where you can develop. Obviously everybody's working, everybody's focusing on improving their weaknesses while, continuing to strengthen their strengths. But to be in that situation and blessed to be part of a team that has high standards, that, everybody's gunning for you. So there's never a week off, right? As far as how hard you have to play to be able to win. It's very interesting. So I'm going to ask the players a question. Do you feel like it's helping you improve at a higher level because of the expectation and then that you're getting the best punch from the competition, from whoever you're playing every week? So Javon, I'll start with you. I know you're just coming back, but I know you still feel it.
I believe that's normal for us because it's like we are the Bearcats. We're supposed to be the best team at all times. We're supposed to score every time. You're not supposed to score against us. So it's like there's no really pressure. It's just we know we're good, so we have to play every time. We have to play good every time.
Ability. Yeah.
So.
Okay, I feel that. Steve, what about you?
I feel like it's a great situation for anybody. There's a lot of talent within the team, so you get a lot of great work and great coaching to get better at in practice. And like AJ says, there's always eyes on us in terms of games. So if you're looking for an opportunity, it's always there.
Doug, same question.
I feel like the situation that we in is great. Really just listening to what Coach AJ said, he taught me a lot about indoor football in general. You know what I mean? Because I was thinking outdoor. You know what I mean? Like running routes and everything like that. I didn't know how to really adjust at first. So everything he's been teaching me has been easier now. I think I got like 6 touchdowns and with like maybe 6 games. So it's been.
He was our leading receiver.
Yeah.
Wow. Quietly.
Yeah.
Quietly. And we just talked about quiet. Yeah.
And just adjusting their game though, like I wasn't able to do that though if Coach AJ ain't teach me like how to use my space and like what to do on certain releases and everything, and motions and everything. So just adjustment.
All right. Coach, we know how you feel about development. We know that that's one of the parts of the game that you really enjoy. Do you feel that on a development level that you and the staff have been able to have a major impact on the guys from the beginning of the season?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Because we came in split half and half, like,
Mm-hmm.
or I think we had 17. I think honestly, new guys and 13 older guys. So, for us, yeah, especially the whole secondary, all receivers besides Kyle. Yeah, and Todd came back too, but Todd came with us the end of last year, more in the playoffs. So really, only Kyle's came back. Then no DBs besides, two DBs. Everybody else is new. You got new linebackers, new D linemen, but we kept intact the whole entire O line, but added one O lineman, and that O line's been intact all year, not touched. Right? Because why mess that up?
Right.
We can protect the quarterback, and we want to get after the quarterback. When you can do those two things, you always got a shot, no matter what.
Absolutely. Now, 1-0, of course, is the thing is, 1-0 every week. Want to always get the win. One of the things I like about this team, and I say this every week. If you watch this show, I say this every week. These guys are so calm when you talk to them, right? Everybody's chill. But you see them on the field, they're clearly not chill on the field. But they just have laid-back personalities off the field, and then they're able to flip that switch when it's time to get to the game. And to me, that's always a little uneasy. If I'm on the other team, I'm kind of like, these dudes is just too chill right now. I know when it's time, it's just going to get crazy. And then we talked about before how the Bearcats do things like, messing with the other team with the music coming out, different stuff like that. So, Coach, tell us a little bit about that and kind of where that came from, because I kind of like that. I like that whole concept.
It came from when we went out to Wheeling last year.
Yeah.
And the music comes on for pregame, and we're like, "Yo, is this Let It Go from Frozen?" And then you get Barney playing the next. I'm like, "Yo, this is crazy." But like, then you start thinking about it, like, "Yo, this is like, damn." Usually, you out there listening to music, the music, you bumping your head to the beat, and you just vibing. And with that, you're like, "Yo, is this for real right now?" So that's where it came from. They did it to us, and I was like, "Yo, I like that." So that's where it is. And that, and last week with 2 weeks ago, Pittsburgh Outlaws, that was the first week we did it, and it was hilarious. They were down there, started warming up. The music came on. They was like, "This for real?"
Yo, that's funny, man. Like you gotta, like, you think about being an athlete, right? And you get ready to warm up. You want to hear something that's gonna get you hype, and you hear some let it go, let it flow. You know what I'm saying? Some I love you, you love me. That kind of
you got to get any edge you can get.
Yeah, it's funny though. You know what I'm saying? It's funny to hear y'all contemplating and then finally doing it. That's funny. That's definitely hilarious. All right, guys. So we'll go around. Any other thoughts? Anything that we did not discuss that you guys would like to throw out there or bring up? Steve, anything from you, sir?
I don't know if I have anything else to add, really. Just looking forward to getting 1-0 every week and hopefully make a little playoff run here.
All right. Doug?
First of all, I just want to say thank you for the opportunity. That's one. And then for two, It's more of like, yeah, the playoffs is here, but I want us to just focus day by day, film study, practice. The playoffs obviously is gonna come. Like we already know what day it's gonna be, but
Yep.
starts in practice and it starts in film. So go 1-0 each day, not just every week. You know.
Right. Yep. Yep.
I like that.
Win each day and end of the week, right? That's how you win the week. 1-0.
I like that. I like that. All right, guys. So we'll go back around. Please let the people know where they can find you. And playoffs is here. We got the bye week. Now after that, playoffs is coming. Time for another level. It's the road to the championship.
Yes, sir.
Win you in, losing you done. So, Coach, let the people know where they can find the team as well as you personally.
You can find the team at Jersey Bearcats on Facebook, Jersey Bearcats on Instagram, Jersey Bearcats football.com. You purchase your playoff tickets now. AJ Roque on Facebook, Coach Roque at Coach Roque 1 on Instagram.
Cool. Doug, same question, sir, or same thing.
Find me at 3way_training, and then Jersey Bearcats. It's the main thing.
Let's go, Steve.
Mostly an Instagram guy. At snelly76.
All right, and I think we got Javon back. So Javon, we'll go ahead and do a 2-for-1 for you. Any last thoughts, and also let the people know where they can find you on social media.
Any last thoughts? I believe this is the team we want to win the championship again. I'm gonna try my hardest to make sure we do that. Instagram, Satellite 7. I'm also a writer. I'm making a comic book based in Newark, New Jersey. So you could look up Vaughn the Writer. Y'all can go check that out too.
All right, that's dope, man. That's dope.
Wait till you see the unis for this week. The unis that
yeah.
tell you everything you need to know about how we feel about this week coming up.
So make sure you are following the Jersey Bearcats so that you can get that uniform revealed. Now, I will say, I think this is a team that's going to definitely go far in the playoffs. Obviously, execution. We talk about it every week, everybody being locked in, all those things. I think you guys will have a say in, who's the champion. And it's going to be fun to see this, kind of play out, see who you're going to play against, and, see who's going to end up ultimately in that championship game. But y'all make sure you are following and checking out everything to do with the Jersey Bearcats. You see at the bottom where you can see them on IG, on Facebook. You heard where you can follow everybody and make sure you're doing those things. And we will be back with you because we will be discussing everything moving forward with the Jersey Bearcats. But this is it. Bearcats Blitz, episode 9. And we out. Retro.